real
Yeah,
well?
yeah. Hyde looks good back there. He looks good as a free safety. You know, and I think it's good for him, whether he ends up back there or he goes back to corner. I think he'll better understand his position at corner by playing free safety. And I think it's been a good experience for him. And even if he was like the second free safety, maybe he was a corner, and if something happened to Miller, you always knew that you had Hyde. He's at least been there and knows what he's doing back there a little bit. But he's done real well.
Could you see a scenario where you play Tanner and Micah as safeties together?
It's 12 guys, right? Yeah, we played in Canada. It could happen, you know. I mean, you didn't want to see Tanner not be in spring ball. He needed spring ball, and I think that, you know, we got to see how he comes in the fall. But I think he's going to do pretty good. You know, he's a smart kid that's interested. He's just got a shoulder that needs to heal.
Is there anybody that made you say, "Oh wow"? Anybody that's really stood out that you maybe not expecting to?
Well, B.J. Laurie has made some plays on the ball, you know, some interceptions. And then the two young linebackers, Hitchens and Kirksey, I mean, they are good hitters. I mean, they can run and they'll hit you, and you know, I mean, there's promise there. Now they're going to make young mistakes, but I mean, they're going to be good football players. And then I think James Morris has really picked up where he left off and improved some. You know, I like him. I like him. He's doing well.
What can you tell us about Morris?
Well, he's just he's faster than you think he is. I mean, he's got good speed. I mean, he's got good speed, and he's really into the game. He's sort of the all-American boy. You know, I mean, he works hard, he studies hard, he just does everything right. He does everything right. You know, he's overcome his dad. You know, he's overcome his parenthood. But I think he's doing really good.
Last season, how quickly did he integrate into what you were doing?
Well, you know, pretty quick. I mean, all of a sudden it was a couple guys got hurt, and bang, bang, he was in there. And I mean, he studies the film. He studies and he does that stuff like you'd expect an older guy to do it. You know, I mean, he approaches the game like you'd expect a junior or a senior to approach the game. He's not. He's very. I think the word would be professional in what he's doing. You know, and how he approaches it and everything. You know, he's a kid that if you had a whole bunch of those guys, it'd be an easy situation.
Does the personnel, all the guys you lost up front, you know, good, solid guys who'll be in the NFL, does that cause a shift in philosophy at all because of personnel you have on hand?
Well, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. You think that, you know, with losing all those guys and, you know, some of the guys that we have now that probably aren't as big but might have a little bit more quickness or have good quickness, that you might like to do more things to offset that lack of size, but they're so young that how much can you do before that goes backwards too. So we're just working on fundamentals, and I think they're pretty good. I think they're decent. You know, they can move and they use their hands and they like to play football, and so we've got to overcome that, and then we've got to, you know, I mean, Claiborne was such a good leader that part of the game you don't know, you know, who's going to take over that part of the game. You never know that till next season comes.
How do you see that frontline rotation? Would you like to settle on just 4 guys for the season, or are you